We are now in Boston. This is the face of someone who's been up since about 2:45 in the morning. I didn't get any sleep on the plane, but thankfully everything was pretty smooth. No delays at the airport, nothing making us late, so we're finally here and that's nice. We're walking to a hotel right now, but that's only because that is where our rental car is, but we were staying at a different hotel. We may try to head to our hotel after we pick up the car, just because we have not gotten any sleep since, you know, around 2, 3 in the morning, and it's about 9 something right now. I would check, but my other hand is nice and toasty warm in my pocket, while this hand that's holding up the camera is absolutely freezing. It's really cold, but I'm loving it. It does not get this cold in Florida, not even at nighttime. It does get pretty close though. Florida actually gets a lot colder than people may think. I think they said it was 35 degrees Fahrenheit, 2 degrees Celsius. I haven't worn my Eskimo jacket since we were in Chicago last year. I'm definitely gonna have to like re-moisturize my face because this air is probably drying it out really bad, and that airplane air as well. I don't even know if we really have anything planned for today. Obviously we're here, and if we are able to check in early, we'll probably try to sleep a little bit because one of his friends is actually going to be meeting us, but he doesn't come in until about 4 in the afternoon. After today, it is supposed to be a little warmer. I think the high is actually supposed to be like 63, which is really surprising because I think the high today is like 40 something if I'm not mistaken, but I don't even know if we're really gonna be here though, because I know we have plans to go up to like New Hampshire, see what ends up happening. Okay, that's better. So went ahead and did my face, and I don't know, I just kind of made the decision that even if we are able to check in early to our hotel, I don't know, I just have a really strong feeling that I'm not going to be able to sleep. So, but I'm probably gonna end up sleeping really early tonight because of that. I don't know, maybe we will go to the Boston Tea Party Museum. That's the only thing I can really think of right now. I know that they have the outdoor ice skating, but I don't really know if I want to ice skate, you know. It's already so cold. Yeah, so we're just waiting for our rental car. It's funny because this isn't even the hotel that we're staying at, and we're just here like waiting for our rental car. So it was funny, we got approached by this woman, and at first I thought she like worked here at this hotel, and she's like, oh, why are you guys sitting here, you know, because this is kind of like the breakfast area. We didn't take any food or anything, but yeah, it turns out she's just trying to sell us vacations. So what do you think? Do you want to go to the Boston Tea Party Museum?
Yeah, let's go.
I sent you the link. Did you see it?
See some arts. Yeah.
It's not really, well, yeah, I'm sure there's like art, but it kind of gives you like the history, you know, of like the Boston Tea Party and like what happened.
We'll learn history about America.
Exactly. Exactly. I would like to do that today, you know, because I don't really know what we're going to be doing for the rest of the time, you know, because, okay, I looked it up, and Manchester, New Hampshire is only about an hour from here, so that's actually not that bad. We can definitely drive there, but Vermont, I think, is a little too far for us to be driving, at least considering how long we're staying up here, you know? Like, today's Friday, obviously we have all day today in Boston to do whatever, and we don't even really have a set plan yet. My guess is that we're probably going to drive up to New Hampshire tomorrow, but even after that, I don't really know what we're going to do. I guess if we're already in New Hampshire, I don't know. I was gonna say Manchester, it might still be too far from Vermont considering how short this trip is, so we'll see. Unfortunately, well, we do fly back on Monday, but I think we fly back kind of early-ish. Well, not like this early as we did today, but so if we end up not going to Vermont and just heading back to Boston after New Hampshire, you know, that obviously gives us another day here, but I don't know, we'll see. I really tried my best to hide my, just like the redness of my face and like my under eye circles. My under eye circles are pretty bad. Like those I really just don't think I'll ever be able to fully hide. The color definitely is not so bad, but I have like actual eye bags, so.
You cold?
Cold.
Miss Florida already?
No. My lips, when I talk, they move very slowly, so I sound like I'm slurring my words. and I can barely feel them. Where are we going?
Downtown.
Taking a bus because there's no parking. Oh gosh, you're probably shaking it so much. So now we are in Portland, Maine, and I think we're at some sort of park. You are here. That's all I really know. Friends of the Eastern Promenade. So pretty much what ended up happening yesterday was we got to I think the last time I actually talked to you guys was when we were picking up our car, our rental car. Thankfully we were able to check into the hotel early and just dropped our stuff off, and the plan was to drive into Boston, like downtown Boston, and go to the, oh there's doggies, Boston Tea Party Museum. Downtown Boston plus a car pretty much equals disaster. We spent a good probably like 30 or so minutes alone just looking for parking before we just said screw it, and we drove back to the hotel, dropped the car off there, and I was starving. At that point I was so hungry, so we went to the airport diner that was directly across from the hotel we were staying at, and that actually ended up being really, really good. So we just ate there, and then we just hopped onto a train into downtown Boston, and then we were able to go to the Boston Tea Party Museum. So that was all of that footage that you guys saw earlier or yesterday, depending on how I decide to split up this video. So, and then we met up with our friend. He got to Boston around like 4:30, I want to say. So that was good. And then pretty much from there we just spent like a really, really long time walking around the city, you know, going to some pubs, you know, we went to a dispensary, went to a restaurant. So it was nice, and it actually really was not too late when we decided to go home, but at that point I was dealing with this excruciatingly bad headache. It was bad, like so bad. I can't remember the last time I had a headache that badly, but I think it was just because I hadn't slept for about a whole day at that point, plus I think I was really dehydrated, and I don't know, it could have been a lot of other factors that came into play, but oh yeah, so this was kind of like a spur of the moment thing. We thought we were going to go to New Hampshire, but we're in Maine, so. so it is about, what time is it? Okay, so it is 7:32 p.m. right now, and we just checked into our hotel in Portland. You guys, I'm watching A Bad Mom's Christmas, and I can't believe they, oh, I'm not even in frame, sorry. I don't know, I hate that it's not on Netflix anymore, because I used to watch it on Netflix even when it wasn't Christmas time, but you know, just because it was so funny. And I also love Mila Kunis. So right now my boyfriend and his friend Ivan, they are going to the liquor store right now. They're probably going to drink, I don't know, I probably won't. Last night I had probably one of the absolute worst headaches that I ever had. And I know I explained this headache earlier, that I think it might have been, you know, from lack of sleep. I probably wasn't drinking enough water. But one thing that I completely forgot that I think was a very big factor at play here for my headache was that I don't have a hat. I don't have a hat, and when I lived in North Carolina, obviously it doesn't get as cold as it gets here in Portland, but it still got really cold. And anytime I have a cold wind blowing against my head, probably more particularly my ears, I'm not really sure, but when cold air would be blowing anywhere on my head, it would give me a headache and it would hurt pretty bad. So I think, and of course I'm an idiot and I forgot to bring a hat, but you know, I have my hood, you know, but I don't know, I didn't have anything like consistently on my head. I pretty much pulled my hood up every time we went outside, but still, you know, the air obviously was still coming in. Today I was a lot better about having my hood up, so thankfully I was fine. I actually didn't even have to take any sort of Advil or anything because I didn't really feel much of a headache, so that was great. And that definitely also has to be because, you know, since we don't have temperatures this low where I live, my head and my body just aren't used to it. So I think I have survived the coldest part of this trip yet. We are heading back to Boston tomorrow. I think the main reason we're doing that is because our friend who we're with right now, his flight actually didn't come in until, I want to say 4 p.m. yesterday, you know, and ours came in at like 9 in the morning. So we had plenty of time to walk around Boston, to do a bunch of stuff. The heater is blowing right behind me. That's why I have to keep moving like hair out of my face. Here, let me move to the other bed. I haven't really been filming as much, you know, as we're walking around and stuff because I, you know, haven't been here before. So I do want to try my best to experience it, not through a camera lens, but obviously I want to show you guys some of what I'm seeing. Yeah, so the last time I talked to you guys, I think I was at that place. I already forgot the name. Oh my gosh, I'll put it up here somewhere. That was the last place I talked to you guys. And then after that, we drove to, you know, downtown Portland, you know, and that's the footage that you guys saw pretty much just now. I think it's really nice. I think it's beautiful. I love the fact that it's not cramped with people. I love the little shops. I love the whole atmosphere of this place. I think it's really cool. I would love to come back, you know, maybe bring some of my friends and do some shopping. We just walked around for a while, and the thing is my boyfriend really wanted to watch this fight that was going on, but the bar slash restaurant that we went to, they weren't showing it, unfortunately, so they were able to pull it up on their phones, which was good. I think that's probably a good rundown of everything that's happened today. I don't really know if we're gonna do anything else for the rest of the night. Thankfully, today was easier because I didn't have a headache, which was great. And unfortunately, that headache that I had yesterday, I was able to feel it coming on since before we even went to the museum.
Can you check my pants?
We went to another dispensary, so they had to make sure that we had a lighter. But yeah, so I'm excited to explore more of Boston tomorrow. I feel like we did a good amount of things in Boston, but I definitely want to do some more. There actually was this park that we went to. It was at nighttime. It was gorgeous. It actually, oh, you know what? It's actually that park where the ice skating is, like the outdoor ice skating. The outdoor ice skating, that was one of the things that I saw on Pinterest when I was looking up things to do in Boston. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and upload this footage. You know, I am a little upset though because I was really looking forward to reading a lot during this trip. Obviously not while we're doing things, but you know, obviously there was the plane ride here, you know, and then hanging out in the hotel after we did our stuff, but then also we had a 2-hour drive from Boston to Portland, and I'll explain those in a second. And I don't know, on the flight to Boston, that was, you know, a little over 2 hours. I probably got like maybe 30 minutes of reading in. Obviously you guys saw in the beginning of the video, you know, but after that 30 minutes, I was drifting off. I was dozing off so badly. And, you know, pretty much right as we got to Boston, we didn't really have many breaks. You know, I know I explained that earlier, so. And the thing is, I cannot read when I'm tired. I can try, but I can get pages in and realize I didn't remember a single thing that I just read. And then obviously last night, horrible headache, went to sleep immediately. And then on the 2-hour drive here, again, I don't know why, but I just felt so tired. I don't know, I don't really know what's going on with me. I'm hoping, you know, maybe I have some progress in the next couple days, but I really don't think so. I don't know, I guess my mind is just kind of like, oh, this is vacation, focus more on what you're doing there, so we'll see. And I also brought my From Blood and Ash because, you know, this is the book I started, and I have barely, like, you see, that's literally nothing. Alright, my guess is that I probably won't really talk to you guys at all for the rest of the night, so I am just going to let you guys go. Thank you for watching, I really appreciate it. If you guys did enjoy the video, please give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And also make sure that you click the bell for notifications and switch it to all, because if you don't, you will not get notified when I post. And I will see you guys next time. Mwah.